Let's do one thing. Before we go any further, Nigel, why don't you sort of recap the year for us, right? I mean, how has the year been, somewhat to somewhat, for markets?
Well, let me go across to the big wall. You know, I've been doing this for the last 10, 12 years or so. So let's take stock first of how the data has panned out from last Samvat to this one. Well, in terms of one big data point that stood out, you know, if you just took a look at the flows, the SIP flows, normally we start off by talking about the FI flows. But I said this time around, let's talk about the SIP flows because that's been rock solid from April till now itself. That's in this fiscal. We have seen it move from around 13,000 crores all the way to around 16,900 crores out. So we're asking why the markets are resilient. Well, it's because of you, because the kind of flows that we've seen from all of you. Moving next up to the different asset classes. Now, two global factors have worked for us. One is the cooling off in terms of the dollar index. The second factor is Brent crude prices cooling off. So you like that. Both of them, they result in the Nifty doing quite well. In terms of the MSCI Emerging Market Party, well, we have participated out there, while global indices as well have done quite well. But I'll tell you the rank outperformer this year in terms of asset classes has been gold. That's up close to around 18%. So that's outperformed actually the other asset classes this year. But the big party really has been in the broader markets. The small and the mid-cap stocks, well, they have done very, very well. And the indices itself have given you 30 to around 35% return. So good going out there. But let's tell you about the top Nifty movers first. So let's take the headline index, and a few stocks should come up for you on the screen. You have Tata Motors, Larsen and Toubro, which have given you returns of more than 50%. ONGC, NTPC, as well as Bajaj Auto. All of them frontline Nifty stocks that have done very, very well. On the flip side, a few stocks haven't done very, very well. And a large stock in there is like Infosys. You know, that's been a relative underperformer. That drags the index down a bit. And Adani Enterprises as well as UPL, they have lost their way. But otherwise, in spite of these big losses, well, the bigger boys have done well, and that's why the Nifty is up close to around 10%. Moving to the mid-cap names, well, there's been a big party out there. Some of those rail-related stocks have done well. You have the power financing theme as well that's played out very, very well. And also you have defense and shipbuilding that's done well. And that explains why some of these stocks, they're not satisfied with 20, 30, 50% return. These are up between 200 to around 300% odd. Moving to some of those losers, well, from frontline names, Page has struggled a little bit. Aditya Birla Fashion is down. Gland Pharma, Loris, all of them have seen some bit of pain. But from the broader markets, that's from the small cap names, you have far more stocks that have done very, very well. So you have Suzlon in there that's given you big returns. BSE out of nowhere, that stock has re-rated nearly a 2,000 rupees stock. Apar Industries has continued its beautiful run. Kalyan Jewellers, a re-rating of sort out there. And JBM Auto as well. But there are some losers as well, so some painful points out there. From the broader markets itself, Campus Activewear, well, that's lost its way. We have Deepak Fertilizers, Afas Finances, as well as City Union Bank. So it's been a good move from last Samvat to this Samvat. The Nifty is up close to around 10% approximately, but the big outperformer in terms of asset class has to be gold, which is up close to around 18% up.
Nigel, thanks very much for that. So clearly that big move has come in the mid-cap and small-cap part of the market. Gentlemen, to